All right, we are going to be ranking every single free-to-play LR on a tier list, a whole separate tier list to see and find out what is the best and the worst. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't think I'm doing a normal tier list that I usually do up until the 9th anniversary of Dokkan Battle. So this is a nice little compromise that we can do. And since we have a brand new LR being LR Pilaf, this is like the perfect time to do this. In the best and worst tier, there can only be one spot, which we will find out who it is at the very end. But let's get into ranking here. There's a total of 44 LRs, 44 free-to-play LRs the entire game right now. And that is not including what is potentially going to be an LR, the Broly and Trunks and the Kid Goku. Let's start rating things. Starting off with chronological release order, which is Prime Battle Goku. Easy A. D tier. Obviously, he just doesn't get any defense till he supers. Putting him in the first slot is like asking for death to begin with. The only reasonable thing is his leader skill, which is even outdated in itself. Then the Ella androids, I think they're all right. I don't know if they're A tier, but I think I consider them in B tier. I think the androids, Dokkan Fest definitely gave them something to work with, but they don't support anybody significant on their team. But at least they get something. Versing superclass enemies, though, is not the easiest thing to do. Or, it's easy, but, like, all the hard content is all extreme. So, I'll put them in B for now. If we move them, we'll see. We'll see how filled out it gets. Piccolo, A tier, guaranteed guard. I don't think he's the best. I'm going to tell you right now. It's just because he's locked in the first slot. Ideally, you don't really want to be locked in any spot. Especially if you're free to play. Ella Prime Battle Frieza. I mean, he's got the links. He's definitely not A. I think a B is more reasonable. B or C. It's just the Wicked Bloodline team in itself is just not entirely too great. I don't know. The links are really strong. The leader skill's alright. He at least is a 3rd slot unit. So, I mean, it's not the entirely the worst thing, and he raises defense as well in 12 key. Again, I think we need to figure out for now how filled out the A, B, C, and D goes, but I'm definitely leaning towards B, C. Maybe low B, maybe high C. Next up is Ella Ginyu Force. I haven't used the Ginyu Force in ages, but I sometimes still use this guy. Link leveling. A lot, actually. I don't even remember the last time I used the Ginyu Force team. Yeah, I'll give them an A. I'll give them an A for now. If you have the full Ginyu Force team, they're pretty good. So, but other than that, I don't know how I feel about them right now. Hercule is definitely a D tier unit. He loses defense too quickly, and the dodge chances are just not good enough to save him. He has to take a hit before he even dodges, and then even then, he dies from that one normal attack. Vegito Blue, an A tier. Still a very good leader skill. Good links, good partners. However, probably not the greatest anymore from when he first released. I've now changed him from a max additional character to a max dodge character. So that does say something for sure. Next up is the LRTN and Chaozu. I mean, if you think he's one of the better free-to-play LRs, you are definitely goated. You're a Chad for thinking so, because I think so too. I think he's kind of underrated. If there was a LR that was technically underrated, Tien and Chaozu are underrated. Freaking nasty. I'd probably still give him max dodge though, so I don't know if that's considered making them the best. 2000 Day Goku is... He's like a C tier if you get 1 orb. He's like a B tier if you get 20 orbs. So, well... I like the... You know what? I'm going to put him B because every time I'm doing a challenge, I'm like... Man, if I had 2000 Day Goku, Easy 8, I would actually win this event easily. But because I don't have to, I have to substitute it for some other leader skill or some other character. And so I feel like there's some importance for him. He can get... and I guess I do like the 12 key. If you do max additional and you get double 12 key, it's kind of nice. Because he raises attack and defense for allies for 2 turns. Kind of helpful. Kind of cool. Ella Goran's like an A still. It's kind of crazy. He's like one of the early Easy A super battlers, and he trumps every other super battler at Easy A. I think he's still very solid. That damage reduction really does save him. Ginyu Tech is probably like they're probably on the same level. Still, there is definitely more uses for physical, but I think Tech gets better stats overall if you're running them on Ginyu Force. So again, they're pretty equal. Ella, great Saiyaman. The last and latest friend point Ella. When are they going to release a brand new one? They're like C. I think they're going to be my first C character. Defenders of Justice is... I don't even... Where are they? Where are they? When's the last time I've seen them? I don't know. I find that there's more uses for everybody above. Trunks can also go C. But here we go. We're filling out the Cs. I'd probably put them above... I don't know. Actually, they're pretty tied. I just have a little bit of favors just because the worldwide celebration came through, but I don't think that's actually that big of a deal. So yeah, I think C. Super Battler. He's got like a defined usage, and he can't be higher because you need to hit the final KO, which is like impossible. I actually have so much trouble getting the final KO with him. Ella Metal Cooler. I honestly think he's an AT unit still. We might have to figure out this A situation and start dropping people down to B. The big bad bosses really carries him. And the fact that he supports and his leader skill is like top notch still. And I find that Terrifying Conquerors is at least second best free-to-play team, if not the best free-to-play team. I think he has to be A. A? Or he might get shuffled down to B. We'll see how many people get into A. Right now, I have a little... I'm finding a lot of A's here. I don't know if it's because all the old ones have easy aid and all the new ones are still stuck around not being easy aid yet. I don't know yet. Super Battler Goku is less use. I haven't used. Yeah, I C, low C, dodge or die character. Vegeta's like a D. Holy crap. Worse than all of these guys. Oh my god. Every time I use him, I'm like, surely can't be that bad. Prime Battle Vegeta, what were they thinking, man? What were they thinking? I was like, oh yeah. That's alright, he's just raising attack and defense on attack, but goddamn, this man never sees the light of day. He's always floating out, and you never use him. So if you ever use him, it's only for the leader skill, and that's because you're forced to use the leader skill. He's actually so bad. I don't know if the worst yet. It's a bit unfair, but Yamcha's on D tier. He's going to get cracked. I can't wait when we do this. I think I'm going to do this tier list every single year and just see the biggest changes on this tier list. But he's so close to easy-ing. Like, and next year, oh my god, when he easy-is, he's going to be nuts. B-Pan, still solid easy-A. Maybe we'll order it at the end. For now, we'll just drag everybody in first. Arale and Goku, D. Holy shit. If you thought Ella Goku was bad, Arale is literally like the worst version of them. Majub? Yeah, I'd put them in top B. I just don't run him enough. I think that's pretty much it. Mecha Frieza King Cold, probably B. The stats are good, but Wicked Bloodline is just useless. I honestly think I would use Mecha Frieza King Cold over Prime Battle Frieza. Maybe we might have to kick Prime Battle Frieza down. I'm not sure. I just like the links, though. The links are so good. It makes or breaks when I use Ella Cooler. Cell is an A. Probably, like, above them all here. For sure, for sure. I wish Android Cell Saga was a little bit more useful, though. Goku and Bulma Easy A. Low B. Low B, low B. DB Saga's on the come up. That's why they get B. That's it. The fact that you can still use them on DB Saga, and DB Saga is one of the better free-to-play teams, I'll still put them there. Tech DKP, probably still A. Maybe not so much as a first slot unit, but the damage reduction goes hard. And if he does transform, he actually becomes still decently tanky. Deborah and Barbity, probably D? D or low C? I think... we'll put them in D. They're going to be shuffled down to D. I can feel it. Where's Margin Boost Saga? I don't even know where they are at. Where's my Margin Power Buffs? I don't know where that is. Where are they? Goku Black, I mean, this was obvious. D. Needs too many final KOs. I'm keeping C, because that is like... There's a spot for that. There's a spot for that. Not even Worldwide Celebration can save them. Bardock, the only unit that you can't even 100%. D. Krillin, probably like low B. Again, we might have to shuffle B too. Low B or high C, I don't know. Low B. Low B sounds alright. The leader skill's good. The Earthling team needs a little bit more buffs in order to be solid. I think they rely too much on stacking, and especially the link set. World Tournament usage is kind of nice though. Goku Gohan is either high B or high A, or low A, sorry. Or long tough events are like in the past now, so they can only get so far these days. But if you're looking for like a free-to-play unit that could help you out in like Red Zone Broly or the Shadow Dragons event, I mean, I use these guys. They were very solid, so... Boo and Babidi are literally a carbon copy of Dabura and Babidi, so I will put them in D. Roshi is... Roshi is... What the frick do I even put Roshi in? Holy... He's a strategy. He's a strategy. Alright, we'll put him low A. He's literally like a free item. That's all you can consider him at this point. Trunks and Bulma. LR Trunks Super Battle Road is like a... I'm putting him in B. Somewhere like here. Not as good as Goku Gohan. See, now Omega Shenron, now that's a C tier character. That's what I'm talking about when I think about C tier characters. Like, they have something to offer in this day and age as a GT Boss's character. That is of some value, alright? That is a huge value. Mercenary Tao is like... He's like a C tier. Yeah, he's a C tier character. Low C, low C. Very low C. Version Z Goku, yeah, I'd agree. High B for sure. I don't think that he's an A tier character. It does make me reconsider Roshi as a high B too. Gohan, he's a C tier character. Again, nice low C. Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr. is like low C as well. I don't think they're dog trash like D, but they're left to be designed for sure. The trio hybrid Saiyans, maybe the newest LR, I think, to be in the D tier. I think they're just too restrictive. Too restrictive. And when you hit those restrictions, they don't get any links. I think that at that point, I think that they're the gatekeepers of D. That sounds so bad. All right, from here on out, we should expect highly of these LRs. Anything past the 70th anniversary. So we have Tien, I think is a C tier character. A high C. Flat Boost is not doing him any favors. His build-up isn't doing any favors. But damn, can he hit hard with Ella, Tien, and Chaozu. Jackie Chun, high A for sure. Damage reduction instantly, as long as you get the 18 key super. Crazy support for some of the best units. Hachiak, at first I wasn't feeling him, but you know what? He can be a B tier character. He has some cheese about him that I do enjoy. I do love the cheese factor of when you verse a pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans, and you can just abuse his giant form instantly. I really do enjoy that. And the damage reduction. He has good links too with the Majunya, which is awesome. Ella Babidi. I feel like Ella Babidi, in a way, is kind of like the version Z Goku of extremes. That's what I feel like. Dr. W. Wheelo. Definitely a B. High B. I don't know what it is about him. I think he's so close to A. He needed one more thing for A. He was so close, though. And then our final Ella that we need to rate is Pilaf and the Pilaf Trio. Pilaf, Shu, and Mai. And I give them an A. I do give them an A. They got good stat. As long as you grab Tech Orbs, their defense is really good. They got the dodge chance. DB Saga, freaking amazing. So... yeah, they're pretty good. They're very, very good. Once you get 100%, of course. And one of the few characters where you're like, you know what? You could split all the hidden potentials. I think it's an actual not a bad idea to go like like 10 additional, 10 critical, or 10 dodge, like an even spread, it's not that bad of a choice. It's one of the few units that for free to play it does have. The only thing that screws them over is probably if you get bad RNG with orbs, but they're pretty high up. So now that we've put them in the general spot, I think it's time to move some down and move some up, I think. Alright, let's figure out what the best LR is and the worst LR is now. It's so rude of me to put Yam because he's like he's like so close. But I think it has to be Yamcha. I don't think any of the EZAs classify it. Yeah, Yamcha's flat boost is just killing him. So I think the worst is going to be Yamcha. He's like the ugly girl in high school that you wouldn't date, and then she became like the hottest girl ever in the whole entire world when she's an adult. That's the vibe. That's the vibe Yamcha's giving me right now. Alright, and now we figure out the best character. I think if we were realistically speaking, it's one of these two. It's definitely one of these two. And honestly, I'm gonna give it to Jackie Chan still. As a free-to-play unit, it is way more important to be defensively better and support than Big Dammy. That's pretty much it. Although Pilaf is very strong, if you verse a tech enemy, which there is a lot of tech enemies these days, I just wouldn't pick them at all. So I think Jackie Chan, was it surprising? Jackie Chan is the best free-to-play LR. Extreme-wise, yeah, Pilaf is definitely better. Cell would have been, but he's not on my junior's team, so. And that is my free-to-play LR tier list right there. Ordered pretty well as well. I'm not too mad about it. If you're watching on as a YouTube video, don't forget to leave a like on today's video. Subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you guys think. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace.